YouTube. What's up, YouTube? I have a reaction video / audio I'm going to do today. This video is going to be about 30 minutes, maybe. We're going to hear what the police got to say about Keffe D, that they arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur. R.I.P. to Tupac, y'all. Let's go.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. 27 years. 27 years. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Duane Keith Davis, aka Keffe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996. It is far from over. It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Several of those detectives that are standing here with us include Detective Cliff Mogg, the lead detective on this case. He is now retired. Well, I know there's been many people who did not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department. I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case. It was not the case back then, and it is not the case today. Our goal at LVMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder accountable. Just like we do for every homicide victim in our city. Every single victim, every life that is lost is important and remains a priority to this police department. As we methodically built this case to move forward with an arrest, it was also important that at the same time, we're building towards a successful prosecution. We worked closely with our esteemed district attorney, Steve Wolfson, in his office to ensure that is going to happen. Mr. Davis's own words reinvigorated our case in 2018. I'm going to give you some of those details, and I'm going to introduce to you our homicide lieutenant, Jason Johansson, and he will.
Longer wait times, higher costs, losing your doctor. California healthcare giant Kaiser Permanente is trying to take over Geisinger with a shady backroom deal. NEPA patients need answers.
Sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard on there. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited
StreamYard, shout out to StreamYard, y'all.
StreamYard
Today. Okay. Thank you, Sheriff, and thank you everybody for being here today. My name is Jason Johansson, and I'm the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And my goal here today is to walk you through our investigation.
Fair use is in full effect,
indictment of Duane Davis, also known as Keffe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. This case has been reviewed by our homicide team and homicide detectives for over 2.5 decades. And ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off. Let me walk you through a timeline of events that as we know them right now. Prior to September 7th of 1996, as we all know, Tupac Shakur was an artist who was signed with Death Row Records. And that Death Row Records and its CEO, Marion Suge Knight, were closely affiliated with the Mob Piru criminal street gangs, and that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips. Duane Davis was the leader and shot caller of the Southside Compton Crips. And both of these gangs operated out of the Southern California area of Compton.
On the night of September 7th of 1996, Tupac Shakur, along with Suge Knight and members of their entourage, which include members of Mob Piru, came to Vegas to attend the Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Members of the Southside Compton Crips, which included Dwayne Davis, along with his nephew Orlando Anderson, were also in attendance at the same event. As both were leaving the fight, members of Death Row Records spotted Orlando Anderson near an elevator bank inside the MGM. And at that time, they began to kick and punch him near that elevator bank. I'll now show you hotel security footage, as many of you have already seen, related to this incident. And on this incident, you will see Tupac Shakur, who is wearing a shiny satiny shirt, along with Marion Suge Knight, who's a large man in a brown suit, punching and kicking Orlando Anderson. Following this incident, you'll see hotel security intervene, and then they will leave the area of the fight. Little did anyone know that it is this incident right here that would ultimately lead to the retaliatory shooting and death of Tupac Shakur. Following this incident, Tupac and Suge Knight both left the MGM to make their way to a post-fight party, which was to occur at a local nightclub. At the same time, word had spread amongst members of the Southside Compton Crips of what had occurred inside the MGM. And then that's when Dwayne Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur for what occurred inside the hotel against Mr. Anderson. After Davis obtained a gun, he entered into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Orlando Anderson. Based on our investigation, this is where we know they were seated. At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun
and they're all deceased
and provided it to the passengers
deceased
in the rear seat of the vehicle. As they were both
deceased,
as they were driving west on Flamingo Road near Cobalt.
Deceased. All they got is Keefe D.
The black
Keefe D's the only one they got.
Which was driven by Suge Knight, and then the passenger seat was Tupac Shakur. And as they turned around, they pulled up near the passenger side of that vehicle and immediately began shooting at Mr. Knight and Mr. Shakur. Following that shooting, the white Cadillac fled the area southbound on Cobalt. And after officers arrived on scene, Tupac was later transported to the University Medical Center, where he's treated medically and died approximately 6 days later on September 13th.
Fair use is in full effect, YouTube. R.I.P. to
My
Tupac.
homicide section handled this investigation from its onset and for a short amount of time. And within a short amount of time, what we knew was that we were working a gang investigation where our victims, our witnesses, and our suspects were all from Southern California and not local to Las Vegas. Within the first few months of the investigation, our detectives knew most of the information I just briefed you on. However, we never had the necessary evidence to bring this case forward and present it for criminal charges. As time went on, this case had been reviewed multiple times by different investigators assigned to my section, but it wasn't until 2018 that this case was reinvigorated as additional information came to light related to this homicide. Specifically, Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets. In our section, we knew at this time that this was likely our last time to take a run at this case to successfully solve this case and bring forth a criminal charge. It was at that time that this case was assigned to Cliff Mogg, a detective within my homicide section. My section worked closely hand in hand with the Clark County District Attorney's Office and followed a systematic investigative plan over the last 5 years. We've conducted countless interviews and corroborated numerous facts that were not only consistent with the crime scene on the night of the incident, but also corroborated and were consistent with the sequence of events that night. This ultimately led to us procuring a search warrant, which was executed at Mr. Davis's residence in Henderson, Nevada. And following the execution of that search warrant, in close coordination with the District Attorney's Office, this case was presented to the grand jury, which ultimately led to Davis being indicted on charges of murder. Before I hand it off to the District Attorney's Office, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Detective Mogg and all the other detectives that were not only assigned this case and reviewed this case, but all the other detectives from other agencies that assisted us in this investigation. They know who they are, and thank you very much for all the assistance you provided. It does not go unnoticed. And lastly, one of the most important things, in my opinion, is we need to make this be a reminder that the charge of murder does not have a statute of limitations.
Facts.
This agency has been and is invested in solving our cold case homicides so that we can bring closure to those families and justice for those victims.
Y'all should have arrested him a long time ago.
I will turn it over to the Clark County District Attorney, Steve Wilson.
The other suspects are dead. All other 3 suspects are dead. Go figure.
Thank you, Lieutenant Johansson. I appreciate
Keefe
it.
D probably had
Good
something to do with that.
afternoon. I am the
allegedly.
Las Vegas Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson. It has often been said, justice delayed is justice denied. It's a quote we hear often and for many, many years when talking about our legal system, but not in this case. Today, justice will be served in the murder of Tupac Shakur. I'd like to acknowledge the relentless work of the many Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department homicide detectives. We've mentioned Detective Cliff Mogg many times, and we can't mention his name enough. He is the detective, along with his colleagues, that brought this case here today to you. A Clark County grand jury has indicted Dwayne Keith Davis with 1 count of open murder with use of a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement. Davis will appear in court in the next few days or so for a hearing to determine his custody status and to set a jury trial date. This grand jury has been receiving evidence for months and has determined there is sufficient evidence to justify the filing of this criminal indictment.
Keefe D would be famous
I've assigned 2 of my
forever
prosecutors,
for the murder of
Mark
Tupac.
DiGiacomo and Banu Palal, to prosecute this case. I know a lot of people have been watching and waiting for this day.
Facts.
Tupac Shakur is a music legend, and for a long time, this community and worldwide have been wanting justice for Tupac. Today, we are taking that first step. Tupac was actually quoted as saying, "Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender."
Facts.
Well, we didn't surrender thanks to the great work of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department under the leadership of Sheriff Kevin McMahill, Lieutenant Johansson.
Keefe D did live a
retired
good life for 27 years.
I am
after the
proud
murder, though.
to announce the
Shit, he
return of
old
this
now.
document.
He don't care about going to jail.
This is the indictment we've been waiting.
He ain't gonna be in there but so
3
long.
decades for.
Keefe D be
It
dead
spells out the
within
facts,
2 years
circumstances,
in the prison.
and what justifies
That's my
a Clark
take on
County
it.
grand
You
jury
too.
in returning an indictment. Justice will be served. Thank you.
Justice gonna be served in prison too.
Thank you, Steve.
They'll get his ass.
I just like to say that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section year over year solves over 90% of the homicides that occur in our jurisdiction. You won't find that anywhere else in the United States. For those family members that have lost somebody that we haven't solved that case, I want you to know, just like in this case, we're not going to give up. I also say to you that as we begin, we're going to take a couple of questions. I want you to remember in your questioning that this investigation subsequent arrest, and now indictment is only the beginning of the process. And we are committed and invested in ensuring a successful prosecution as we move forward. So with that, we'll take any questions that you might have. Ken?
Sure, thank you. Have you been in touch with the Shakur family, anyone within here today? And if so, can you characterize what they told?
I want to
you?
pause this for a minute.
The family,
So anything about Tupac still alive is debunked, y'all. Tupac ain't alive. Tupac ain't in the dag Bahamas. There ain't no Tupac lookalikes. There ain't no Tupac over there with dreadlocks. Remember they said that was Tupac. With that Tupac is dead. Tupac's been dead since '96. So stop playing like Tupac's still alive, like Elvis is alive. Tupac is not alive, and neither is Elvis. Damn it.
has reached out to my office. I imagine also to Metro. We've been in communication with them. We understand that they are
Paul.
welcoming this.
YouTube, you need to take down every video that's on this daggone platform, on this YouTube shit that's saying Tupac's alive. You need to take them all down today. They're getting all these views off of these daggone videos. That Tupac is still alive. Excuse me. There's thousands and thousands of videos on YouTube about Tupac being alive. That's all cap. It's all misinformation. YouTube, you got to take all them videos down because Tupac is not alive, damn it. So it's all misinformation. Take the damn videos down, YouTube. We should not see no more videos about Tupac being alive after this. Let's go.
This news, they are pleased with this news, and they are certainly aware of the return of this indictment.
Do you anticipate them being at court for arraignment of Mr. Davis?
I don't think they'll be at the arraignment. I mean, that's a relatively short hearing, but I know that they'll be involved. I know that they'll want to be apprised of what goes on a frequent basis.
I was choking to death over this joint. Damn.
May that piqued your curiosity again or got you back into this case?
Jason, you wanna answer that? We're not going to talk about any particular statements, but maybe he can address that.
What I'll say is there's a lot that's going to come out when it comes time for trial, but he provides his own series of statements that are very consistent with the evidence that we have on the scene that we've obtained through our investigation. I'll leave it at that.
He snitched on himself. The Vlad TV interview.
That you didn't know before?
And that's a good question. What I'll say about the search warrant that we did in July, that we obtained information or evidence during that execution of that search warrant that corroborated information obtained through our investigation. And I'll leave it at that until we go to trial.
Hello, I'm Caitlin with Free. So I know that this was obviously a big move. Is there anyone else being looked at this point? I know a lot of people have passed away since this incident, but is anyone else being looked at as part of this investigation?
So as I stated earlier, in this case, the only living suspect related to this investigation is Dwayne Davis. All other three suspects are deceased.
Facts.
Thank you. Vanessa Murphy, Channel 8.
Paul, you heard what the man said. The only living suspect is the suspect. So don't be trying to pull P. Diddy in the damn shit. Y'all trying to pull P. Diddy into the shit. He didn't say nothing about P. Diddy. If that comes out, it's going to come out. We'll find out, I guess. So I ain't saying nothing about that man. Shit, we talking about Keefe D here. How about that?
Talk about the murder charge if he is not the one believed to have pulled the trigger.
Yes, well, under Nevada law, and this is the law in most states in this country, you can be charged with a crime whether you're directly involved or whether you're an aid or an abettor. We have an aiding and abetting statute, which provides that if you help somebody commit a crime, you can be equally as guilty.
Facts.
The best example is two guys that agree to commit a bank robbery. And one of them goes into the bank with a gun and actually commits the robbery. And the other guy is the getaway driver. Never went in the bank, but he assisted the guy that went in the bank.
Facts.
So he's equally guilty. That is one of the theories in this case as well. Last question.
Do investigators believe that Davis?
So therefore, anybody that assisted with the murder of Tupac is guilty. So we're gonna rewind this shit about the P. Diddy thing, because homeboy said that P. Diddy paid $1 million to Zip. And Zip never gave up no money to him. Zip kept all the money. Allegedly, YouTube.
Was the only person behind the plan to kill Tupac, or was he one of multiple people who wrote the plan?
I think the best way to characterize that is the way
Oh, Keefe D's wife's ass going to jail too. She knew all this whole damn time. They done locked their ass up too.
Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime.
Can you say how many people got?
We know that he obtained it from a close associate. That a lot of the actual details of who specifically, all that come out at trial, but he obtained it from a close associate of his.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Was there anything since
Bird, it's a plane. It's a
It's Beatmaster 100 in the building. Hold on, we got another video I want to do. We're gonna listen to what Whack 100 got to say. Let's go. Fair use is in full effect, YouTube.
Hey, we got content. I'm gonna be real. If he lying, puff up, ain't nothing.
This is gonna be all audio.
Don't give a about it.
Absolutely not.
This is perfect timing of Daddy somewhere doing himself right now.
Oh, that's why he's been giving. He knew about this was coming. He knew this was coming.
Let me tell you something, bro. That KPD got to be 60, 58, 59, 60.
What's poppin', everybody? Back with another video. In this video, we got Whack 100 in the 100 ENT room. They're talking about Keefe D just getting arrested in connection with Tupac's murder and how this is going to affect Diddy. Let's get into this content. We'll talk after the video. Yeah.
Yo.
What up? What up, Whack?
They just snatching.
Whack. What up?
It's looking bad.
They just snatched Keefe D?
They snatched him for the murder of Tupac. And for them to get it.
They had to have something at the house.
For them to get him, they got something.
It seemed like it's kept talking.
Bro, look. When I seen that say I'm the one who passed him the gun,
it was over with.
You gotta remember, bro, he had amnesty from LA County. Yeah. LA County. He ain't have it from Nevada.
Yeah.
The murder happened in Nevada. LA County was investigating it to try to cross it to make it a feds. Remember, Greg King said he was contracted to the feds.
This dude Whack 100 knows every damn thing. Like they call him, like the feds call him and tell him. He knows everything about every damn body. Anything that goes on, he knows about it. If it got anything to do with the hip hop, rap community. He knows shit about you too. If you listen to this damn video, Whack 100 knows something about you.
Have a special unit. So when all his work was going back to see if we can cross it to the feds, when that started doing these little podcasts.
That's Whack 100 talking. He know every damn thing that goes on everywhere. Told you, he knows something about you.
Talking about he passed the gun to his nephew. That is accessory.
Yeah. Whack, murder has no statute of limitations either.
Statute of limitations to a body.
And then he was living in Nevada.
He's living in Nevada.
And they hit his home in Nevada. Our homie owned it. I'm looking now and it's
But they're gonna have a press conference at like 11 to 12 Cali time.
We might need to run that.
I don't see the exact article, but I am seeing a senior editor for the Huffington Post, and the AD, they came out and it's just a one-liner says, Las Vegas police arrest man in suspicion of the murder in the 1996 drive-by of the shooting of Tupac Shakur. AP sources cite the man apprehended is Keefe D. So
There it is. They got this.
you can't make that up though. All that talking on Vlad and all that other board, it caught up with him. So I mean, pretty much in this situation on Wagon, I don't see what his defense would be.
There is no.
There ain't one.
Let me tell you what's about to happen. Because Nevada's bringing the charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see the police, Greg Cadence, and his partner. What's the black dude name? And the movie.
Fair use is a full effect, you too.
Right? Greg Cadence is retired. The other one is still active.
Yeah.
But them to give him immunity in LA means Keefe D did what?
Cooperation.
He told him
He's
what
been
he
telling
did,
for
right?
27 years.
Okay.
Keefe D
Keefe
has.
D is gonna attempt to get up there and say, I was lying doing this.
Paul.
Saying this is the
Keefe D been telling on people for 27 years, fam, to keep them damn feds off his ass. And plus, his damn people that had with him in the car, the other three dead, he probably had something to do with that too. YouTube, allegedly. He don't even want to lie. They sick and tired of his ass. They getting his ass right now because they need a little bit of, I guess the police need a little bit of clout. So we're gonna go ahead and arrest his ass right now before his ass get too old so he can suffer a little bit in jail.
only route he could take, right? Who you think they gonna call up to the stand?
From that point, you would call it
Two officers.
you would call it two officers.
What did you give him immunity for? What was said, or what did you guys have proof that whatever. Well, we have proof it was he told us that he passed the gun. Now, y'all remember I told you this. Puff Daddy somewhere on himself right now.
Oh, that's why he's been giving. He already knew about this coming. He knew this coming.
Let me tell you something, bro. That Keefe D got to be 60, 58, 59, 60. If he got out once, what you think he gonna do on good? Who he feel, then left him for dead, ain't never acknowledged him. Boom, 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 boom.
And Wack, I don't know.
Where did the hit take place? How Wack? Who did he come from? Who did hit everything?
This can get ugly.
Gonna get nasty, Wack.
This can get ugly.
Hey, it's interviews where that flyweight he dry telling on video.
Hey, no, listen, bro. That 58, he get put in the box.
He ain't doing life.
20 years is life to him. They can get 20 years with halftime that sound like life.
Facts.
Shit, life ain't shit to a 58-year-old. Shit, 60-year-old. Couple years, them motherfuckers is going anyway.
All right. Well, you know what you know. Well, if I give you whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. If he line puff up, ain't nothing on the West Coast gonna give a about it.
Absolutely not.
This is perfect timing for a like him to get out on it, and can't nobody really say nothing because all these that's getting down on is cool. I'm telling you, that Puff shaking like Don Knotts.
Wack, you just
Man, you said that 2 years
Wack.
ago too. You hit it right on the head. You was right on about it.
Yo, this
Everybody be thinking that Wack just be talking.
like you Ben said that he should have shut.
Wack know every damn thing.
Keefe D need to shut the up and just go do live his life, or he need to. You've been saying that.
Wack 100 is credible. His information is not capped.
Right when they dropped that interview, that's gonna go crazy.
You want to hear the truth about something? Listen to Wack 100. Shout out to Wack 100. Y'all want to know the truth about something? Listen to him.
They arrested him today.
They're gonna say he passed the gun because that's what he said.
It's accessory to murder.
communities from the other people saying he did.
Accessory, is there, would that be accessory whack, accessory to murder?
Look, he asking
Murder
questions.
has no-
You should already
murder
know.
has no- Yeah, that's L.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, he just came across a new.
Homeboy is a yes be man. Yeah, that's accessory to murder. Murder whack trying to get his okay. Man, just go and be you, man. Say what you gotta say. You ain't gotta ask him.
Was in Chattanooga, Tupac's killer in a drive-by has been arrested.
There's some gumps on these YouTube streets, y'all. Some gumps, y'all. Y'all heard it, just like I did.
There it is.
Wait, he just came across and get
Yeah, it just.
about 7 minutes ago.
Whack got that about 10 minutes ago, Whack. You dropped that exclusive.
I got it. The lady hit me. He just took him from my house.
Oh, his lady.
Hey, beast.
What up, Whack?
Got this put up for to go crazy.
Yeah, you going viral. This is already going viral. You know, already on this.
Yo, Las Vegas police arrest man on suspicion of murder in 1996 drive-by shooting at Tupac Shakur. Then, listen, I put bad boy, what you gonna do with the music emoji? Y'all know the rest. What you gonna do when they come?
I just seen that. You crazy.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Bad boy.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do
When they come for you?
Hey, yo, Whack. Yo, that's going viral. And I put P. Diddy shaking like Don Knotts. I had a
He said he's shaking like Don Knotts out here.
This is nasty work.
You said it, man. You said it a year ago when you told me to read that book.
I said they snatched that Puffin truck.
P. Diddy doing the Harlem Shake about now.
That is in trouble.
Hey, Wack, you think if they come for him, they gonna Bill Cosby him? People gonna start coming out of woodworks with all type.
Bro,
of course they are.
Everything.
They gonna Bill Cosby the shit out of his ass.
He is a reliable source.
Big time.
Documented.
From the LA office. From LA.
Interviews, he put Puffy name in it. We never knew Puffy.
They gonna Bill Cosby his ass, y'all.
Like if you went from that side of the map, but like I started watching the interviews, I'm like, damn, Puffy was giving the low rider. He was telling a lot, bro.
That got me thinking. What man just started talking on interviews also?
Going broke. I want to hear it.
Like 5 series with Black. Yeah, he and Black just Black just did it.
He wanted Black
on Bomb First. I seen
Keefy D
Black,
wanted.
and he said that motherfucking
He wanted his name to live forever.
The Las Vegas Police Department asking
He probably got underlying conditions where he ain't gonna live but so long anyway. Keefy D.
Well, your Red's in the room, man.
He's like, hell with this shit. Let me bring this shit out.
He jumped in the oven.
And you know Black told
Pause. Keefy D said, let me bring this shit out. I got underlying conditions. I ain't gonna live that long anyway. So let me go and bring this shit out. So my name live forever. I'm gonna get arrested for the murder of Tupac, and my name gonna live forever. And I'm gonna take people down with me. Keefy D in jail right now. He's been arrested and not convicted yet, but he's been arrested and charged for it. You think he ain't going to chirp? He ain't the only one that's going to be arrested. There's other arrests going to be happening, and it's going to be some famous ass people that's getting arrested. Watch what I tell you. Let's go.
Vlad told everything. Couldn't wait to tell on him.
And I got a file for you. Oh, I couldn't wait for you guys to call. I got a file right here. Hold on. See email?
I got this interview right, and watch you repost the flashback interviews. Man.
Vlad got an FBI.
Hey, yeah, Vlad definitely gonna be.
It just went. So who's Bomb First? That's Reggie Wright, isn't it? Bomb First is Reggie Wright. Okay, well he's going live. He just went live with the Keefy D arrested for Tupac murder. It's going up now. Now that
I've been hearing that since I was a little girl, and dude was involved.
Yeah, Keefy D. They always say Keefy D.
Keefy D been pause.
Keefy D say Keefy D name.
I don't even know what the hell a Keefy D is. If I hear Keefy D, I think about his ass being in the car. I watched a daggone video on YouTube about him being in the car of the people that murdered Tupac, but his ass never got arrested. Y'all got videos of Keefy D. He even admitted to shit. 27 years later, now y'all gonna run up in his crib after you already knew the motherfucker did it. He's a reliable source for the police. That's why y'all kept him out there, because he probably got hundreds and hundreds of people locked up on the low. Allegedly. Let's go.
I'm talking about Diddy.
Oh yeah, Diddy, yeah.
That's all. Look, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it like this. I'm not saying this is going on, but I'm like,
everybody got their own opinion. We all should be able to say something about this, y'all. We was brainwashed about Tupac's murder. Damn near our whole damn life. 27 years, we've been brainwashed about Tupac. Tupac alive and his murder. Da 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 da. That's all we heard for 27 damn years. Tupac, Tupac, and Tupac. They arrest his ass and get his ass. Let's go.
about this all of a sudden, and I'm looking at it like this. Not saying it's the case. I'm like, what if it's a play to line Diddy up the whole time? Like, what if somebody paid start talking interviews?
Yeah, it's like he was covering his ass. You're right.
Yo, didn't Keefy say something about Puff owing him money? He ain't paying more, something like that.
See, that's he asking questions. You should already know it was $1 million to Zip. Zip didn't break them off with no bread, and that was the story allegedly. He asking questions. He's reaching this shit. Don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Something like that. That might have been it.
Hey, look up top, Wack. Look up top. Reggie White just went live. He's going live with it. I put the link up.
You just said that, fam.
I'll be look, bro. This is real. Y'all want to know why the industry be mad at me? I got a handful of love me to death because I keep them right, and we brothers like that. We get money, whatever. We've been knowing each other with folks. So this be knowing I know what's going on, and you guys, the people that's beneath them, are supposed to be privy to the whack up on the block with my people, and I don't hold nothing back. This is why they be like, you never realize you don't hear none of these dispute what I say about them. Did you hear Master P dispute it? Every time Jay Prince said I lied, I put something up to counter it. What do he eventually do?
They don't ever respond, Wack.
His mission is to shut me down. You notice this 21 Savage. What did he do?
He shut up.
Shut the bro. Listen, bro. I'm not now. CEO talking about what just came on the news. I think it was 7 minutes prior to it, and it took me 3 minutes to come on Clubhouse.
But he did exactly what they wanted him to do. He blew the proffer deal. Like, man, it's crazy because these are the stories that, like, growing up in Compton and like grew up in the South. So like I heard these stories my whole life. Like my whole life I heard the stories what Keefe was talking about. And it just like now everything coming to fruition. The Fed just made a chess move. Like they don't give a about Keefe D. They don't care about taking Keefe D down. They want Keefe D to get on that stand and talk about that $1 million that they already know about so that it's on court records. Now you got now you can summon Diddy to court. So they ain't about Keefe D. They don't give a about Keefe D. They made him break that proffer.
Facts.
You know what, bro?
That's a fact.
Facts, fam.
No. We just
So y'all think
Facts.
that this about Diddy?
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then they about to come out, like I heard somebody say they about to Bill Cosby. Man, so many people.
Yo, because you see what he tried to do though. You see what Diddy's been trying to do though. He's been giving people their back. He's been doing all kind of friendly because he don't want them up to go testify against him on some wild. So he's trying to clean his shit image up right now.
That stipulation to get your message back, you can't even mention Bad Boy no more.
Yeah.
Like you can't. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when that Kim Porter pop back up. You
Facts.
know what I mean?
Kim Porter. R.I.P. to Kim Porter.
Hey Brown, I got a question, Brown.
What's good?
Do you know all this information because you are part of the Illuminati? Because I heard that shit.
Nah, man, you talking to girl that grew up with Orlando Anderson's family members.
You gotta be a part of the Illuminati to have knowledge and stuff. She's a dumbass girl. Y'all hear what I was gonna call her something else, but I don't know her like that, so I ain't gonna. She's a dumb woman. Illuminati shit. A lot of you people, Illuminati wouldn't even want you people, damn it. Y'all in the damn way. Human cattle. Let's go.
Like these are folklores that I heard as a child, like, and they come into fruition in front of the whole world, and it's just crazy to see. It's just crazy to witness.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh yeah,
okay, you didn't grow up with them.
I said I grew up with his
He
other
said
family members. Family members. I know.
Yeah, he said they're family members. He said he grew up with their family members and like as growing up with kids with them, growing up with their kids and that he heard these folklores and all that how they talk around him being from the city and that he's been around it. So
we heard what he said. Damn it.
We've all heard the same.
Yeah, they definitely saying he had something to do with the wife. I mean, a baby mom, whatever.
Dude's a goat.
That he was gay.
He's a goat. Fair use YouTube is in full effect. We trying to figure out what's going down.
Did he?
That's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy. Yeah, that he was about to get cooked by her in the book. She was gonna disclose a lot of like in their relationship that happened. And then you see the dude, is that Cassie boyfriend or husband that keep calling him gay? Like Cassie.
Shout out to Whack 100 and the 100 ENT Morning Show.
Yeah, I think they took you guys. So he got a whole squad full of trying to cook.
Shout out to me, Beatmaster 100.
They posted something about him, like telling them to just come out the closet and like that.
Take that. All right, looking good. Hey, looking good for your boy, man. What's up with Diddy, man? Wait, we talk about QD, we know what's going on with him, but goddamn.
Diddy doing the Harlem Shake.
We looking at Diddy like Diddy.
Yeah, Miami about to dip real quick like regular. Get up out of there.
And then ain't going nowhere.
You think he's gonna dip out like Russell Simmons did? You know what I mean? You think he's dipping out?
He about to get up out of here.
Wherever he go, that gonna go.
Plenty of places he could go. Qatar, there's a lot of places he could go without extradition. That's a lot
He
of
probably already gone.
Yeah, I think she gonna be on the back end because if they about to slander his name, like she can't. I don't know. He might not recommend she be attached to them.
I'm about to go on Diddy Instagram and tell you going to jail now.
You should get ugly for him, but I don't know.
If he turned his comments off, yeah, hold on.
Let's see what happened though.
Any
more thoughts on that?
Or they trying to see?
No, I'm saying I'm about to see if he turned them off. Yeah, hold on. No, he turned them off. About to after what I about to put.
Yeah, he's still on that album promo run. He can turn it off.
And so y'all think Diddy has something to do with it?
All right, you think you need to stop yelling?
Damn.
My bad, I'm in this big ass truck.
Calm down, fam.
Has something to do with it?
You asking questions.
My whole life.
Y'all coming on the platform asking questions, fam. Y'all supposed to be coming with your own content, man. You asking
I don't think
questions.
Diddy is gonna go down for this. I don't think he's gonna get tied into this whole situation with Keefe D.
Somebody always gotta ask a damn question.
Knows how to finagle his way out of trouble. Like Puff's been doing that ever since the nightclub shooting with Shine and J-Lo.
Keefe D?
Like he just always had a way.
Keefe D looked like he was smoking crack, y'all, or something. Look at them lips.
Probably his most. That's probably his biggest talent. You know what I mean? Like if you
Keefe D was smoking something, y'all.
All the artists
look at his lip.
Upset with him.
That motherfucker smoked crack. He got the crack lips.
Or blowback.
Keefe D got crack lips, y'all.
To deal with that situation, man. He's always
screenshot them crack lips, y'all.
Protected. So I just don't see. I would be very shocked if Las Vegas PD come like charge Diddy, or you get a news report that says Diddy's taken into custody. That'd be a shock in my life because people been saying Diddy was connected to Pac situation. His shooting allegedly for years, man. For years since I was a young kid, I've been hearing about like. Diddy being connected to Pac. Of course, Diddy's denied that.
Yo, his lips messed up.
Well, but I just don't see that going in that direction. I think Keefe D is done. Yeah, he's done.
His lips is burnt up.
On Vlad and every podcast, basically telling people, yeah.
Keefe D got some burnt up lips, y'all. Them joints is burnt.
It is what it is with that Keefe D. Now, whether he tries to throw Diddy in the mix, we'll see if that sticks. But I just don't.
Now I want y'all to hear one more thing before I end this daggone video and go about my damn business. You might listen to it a couple times. Fair use, YouTube.
This is we're saying though was that when they saw the arm stick out the window and do the shooting, it wasn't a skinny arm. It was a bulky, hefty looking arm.
Well, I was in the passenger seat. No way, you know.
I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying that there's 4 people in the car, but they said it wasn't a skinny arm that stuck his hand out the window.
Who the witness?
Can't say.
Okay. They lying? Were they there?
Yes. They're there.
Yeah. Only witness it was Suge Knight and, you know, me. Only 2 persons left. I kind of see this little shit. You know what I'm saying? He kind of say it's me and all this shit.
I'm not saying it's you.
He's so full of shit.